There you go, everybody. We are back. Game Trade Media. I'm Rick here at PAX Unplugged with Tony from Arcane Wonders.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, how's the show going for you so far?
It's been great.
Yeah?
It's been absolutely amazing. Like a whole new crowd of people coming in here at PAX Unplugged, and we're just excited to be able to show off all of our games.
So a lot of merry men walking about?
Oh yeah, we've had quite a few people come in by and actually even try Sheriff for the first time.
Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about, everybody. It's some merry men, Sheriff of Nottingham, and the expansion, Merry Men. So tell us, Tony, for someone I have not yet played and sat down and played this game.
Okay.
Tell me, what is it about this game, Sheriff of Nottingham, that is going to be the reason I will be sitting down at your booth, getting demoed, and making this thing part of my collection?
The thing about Sheriff of Nottingham is it is just full of flavor.
Okay.
You are all merchants bringing your goods into Nottingham, and each player then also plays as the sheriff.
Oh, okay.
So what happens is you're all trying to collect all your goods, get set collection of different types of products into market that you're humbly bringing your wares. But then when you're sheriff, you take on the persona of, no, I'm actually stopping all you merchants from bringing illegal, illicit contraband into our...
like an orange or a tomato or something.
Well, like a crossbow or fine silks and pepper. Goods that Prince John has decreed that petty peasants cannot bring in and profit off of.
Makes sense.
So players really, basically you're putting the cards into your bags, and the bags are then sealed after you put cards in, and you give it to good sheriff. I humbly have 3 apples in my bag.
Oh.
And then you can go, well, I don't think so. I'm going to open your bag.
All right.
Or you could go, okay, well, give a bag. That's 3 apples. Great. But depending on that interaction, then it becomes, okay, well, do I bribe you a little bit? Do I say, well, I'll give you 5 gold to sweeten the deal and make it so my bag goes through? Right. And the whole dynamic of Sheriff of Nottingham is that when you lie and bring in contraband, it's more beneficial for you.
Okay.
As long as the sheriff gets paid some, it might not be a bad deal for him. But if he looks at it and goes, no, and it's not what you said, what is not the goods in your bag that you said, you have to pay the sheriff a penalty.
Oh, no.
If it is what you said, and I humbly gave you 3 apples and you check it, then you have to pay me.
Nice.
So there's just this dynamic where you're constantly going through. And
so the bits and pieces look great. I mean, the bag here is amazing. You have the 3D standee of the sheriff and his minions. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the new ones are the deputies.
Okay.
So they are the 6-player mechanic for Sheriff of Nottingham.
All right.
So when you have the deputies out, they actually replace the sheriff.
Oh,
and 2 people are going to be acting instead of 1.
Oh,
and
nice.
you get a great dynamic where it shortens the what would be the overall playtime for a 6-player game by allowing 2 people to collaborate as the deputies.
Nice. Well, let's do a round of play real quick to kind of see how the Sheriff of Nottingham works.
Great. So you will be taking on the role of the bread merchant.
Perfect.
You have some gold. I will be the red player, the blacksmith.
Nice.
That's what he is, a blacksmith. And that's not mead by any means, because mead is contraband.
I obviously now am the baker based on, I probably was a blacksmith many, many moons ago, but now I'm the baker.
Great.
I like it.
So we will be playing as these players. You'll have a little bit of gold, and what we have is 6 cards. We'll also be putting in a 3rd player.
Okay.
Because the game is 3.
Right, and you need the sheriff.
Yeah, and one person. Yeah, and one person is the sheriff. So what we'll do is, in this little demo example, you get 6 cards.
All right.
I get 6 cards, and player 3 gets 6 cards. And we'll have you be the sheriff.
All right.
Now, what I'll be doing is I'll be playing the nun and the blacksmith. And we do have a number of different items in play that are from the modules from the Merry Men expansion. I will choose to, just for example's sake, we will have laws be active. The laws currently up are bread is considered contraband.
Great.
So bread is no longer a legal good for us. And then the other one in here, you are really ruthless, is the apple tax.
Okay.
So anyone who declares apples has to pay 1 gold for each apple they declare.
Oh, wow.
So
good thing I'm the sheriff.
So we're going to pretend that we already went through the first phase. Our hands are set. We discarded. Everyone's good. You're not actually going to do anything with your hand. But these 2 players are going to look at their hands, put in 2 to 5 cards.
All right. So you have to remember even what you put in. I mean,
yes.
You gotta...
And then you can't look.
Let's show him. I'll be, well, over here. Is that Robin Hood? What?
All right.
All right.
And then the other player.
This is the nun, by the way.
The nun.
Who
is so honest. She would never put anything contraband in her.
Exactly.
In her bag. And now what we would do is, after all the players have put cards in their bags, they're going to go and say, "Good sheriff."
Yeah. They're like this.
I humbly have 3 cheese in my bag. And then the other player will go, I only have 3 apples. And now you jump in and you go, okay.
All right. So I have received.
And the nun will put some pittance to you if you do not
Okay.
check that bag.
Very well. So, the blacksmith, who is always making items for us, always being keeping the army well stocked. But you know what? You seem
totally honest.
I also know you like heavy drink. I've seen you at the tavern recently.
The taverns
so I will check your bag, sir, and I will find. Oh my lord, you were a liar. Pay your taxes.
Tried to bring in pepper.
Yeah.
Two
pepper.
I do get my cheese.
Oh, very well. Because that was the one.
Because that was honest, but I have to pay you
12, right?
8.
Oh, on the bottom. Okay. The bottom right here shows where the sheriff tax is.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I would pay you 8. Now, in that instance, had that been an apple that I was declaring instead of cheese, and I got it through, I would immediately be able to go, boom, I fulfilled this special order.
Okay.
By showing that and going, it goes in my bag.
Okay.
And that's one of the expansion things, objectives type points that you can gain on that.
Now, as far as the nun goes, I feel as though that, all things that come from the clergy is of honest everything. They're just so honest all the time.
Very honest.
I mean, look at what you have to wear.
Completely
you have to wear that all the time. I will return to you the goods that you have declared.
And in this instance, he did the correct thing. Totally read me on this. And he has all honest, all apples. So I just gave you money for no reason at all. Yes. So.
Perfect.
And the nun would have to also have paid an apple tax of 1 gold each.
Oh my lord.
So paid you 3, paid the bank 3, and
that would have been a lot of money out there.
And really only she actually had a net 0 gain on that because of that. So because you didn't decide to open it and try to go for that.
Now, as far as gameplay goes to the end, what is the win condition for the Sheriff of Nottingham?
Okay, so the win condition is based on points. So you are going to be getting this value for each card that you have. the gold value up on the top. And then you're also going to be getting bonuses for the King and Queen bonuses that are actually listed on the boards. They are on the side here, and basically what they are if you have the most apples out of all the players at the end of the game, you get 20 points.
Oh, nice.
If you have second most, then you get 10.
Okay.
And so on.
And then, of course, any of these missions that you are able to accomplish as well,
you add up all those as well.
Okay.
So there's a lot of different items coming in and getting this. Okay. So I did want to just mention a couple of the little modules that we didn't really go over. The one in the center there that has the Merry Men Sherwood Forest on it, that is the Merry Men.
Okay.
We have Robin Hood, we have Maid Marian, we have Little John, Friar Tuck, and these are all cards that you can smuggle in to Nottingham.
Okay.
And if you smuggle them in, they have special abilities that trigger. Like Robin Hood is I steal 6 from the sheriff, and then I keep 3 and distribute the rest amongst the other players.
Nice.
So he steals from the rich and gives to the poor.
Absolutely.
And all of the fun little cute things there. Nice. We have the laws, which we briefly went over, so it's change up the game. Okay. Special orders.
Right. Which are these?
Which are those which you exchange. Okay. And then you have the black market. So the black market is
wow.
Yeah, huge points. But what you're doing there is you are trading in 3 mead for that.
Okay.
So like the value of silk is 8, so you're trading in 3 silk for that 30 points.
Wow. Okay.
So
that's good.
Yeah, and it's all mix and match. You can play with the pieces that you want with Sheriff. It really expands the game to have a lot of new options and things for people to do. So
cool. Well, this is available at your local retailer now.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can go to your local game store, pick up Sheriff Nottingham and the expansion Merry Men, add it to your collection of games, put it on your shelf, take some shelfies and let us see that. That'd be awesome. Also, this is a great holiday gift for anybody. I mean, it's not too big here, and that's a stocking stuffer if ever there was one. Because stocking stuffers to me, I mean, my stocking is like the size of this banner behind us. It's ridiculous. So I mean, you can put all this in my stocking. So very cool. Tony, thank you so much for
coming by and showing us. I really appreciate you allowing me to come by and film. It's great. It's been a lot of fun.
So everybody out there, just to let you guys know, I'm going to say it every time this whole weekend here at PAX. Thank you, Carolina Game Tables, for letting us use your awesome streamer table for all of our streaming this weekend. It's a beautiful table. You can check out their site at carolinagametable.com or on their Facebook page. Also, if you're here at PAX, stop by the booth and pick up this handy-dandy little card where you can find out how to enter a cool contest that we're doing here at Game Trade, where you can win all these awesome games. And there's a good chance that some games might be added to this over the weekend. So stay tuned. The winner will be announced on Wednesday live on Game Trade Media.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Now, one last thing before you leave. What booth are you at?
We are in booth 315.
All right, so if you are here and you're checking us out, go to booth 315. Pick up a copy of Sheriff of Nottingham.
Hey, thank you.
All right, Tony. Awesome. Great.
Don't forget to subscribe to Game Trade Media, leave a like, and comment on what videos you'd like to see next.